And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
So let's take a look at the starters for the rookies. Zion Williamson is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Morant. And there's Jackson, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And here's Young after R.J. Barrett hitting the three. And it's Morant missing. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
Here's Morant after Luka Doncic's bucket. Morant looking around. Pass to Alexander-Walker. No good with the triple.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
It's been a slow start here for the rookies. 7-point differential. Morant outside. Clock at 6. The rookies need to get a shot off here. Young from outside. It's Clark with the rebound. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And now the first timeout called here for the rookies. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with the head coach for the sophomores. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant, and coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morant passes to Williamson. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Trae Young has shown over the years he is one of the best in the league at drawing contact from defenders.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the sophomores with possession here. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Barrett. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Doncic. And here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Got a hand on it.
I like how Hachimura made himself big, protecting that paint.
Morant passes to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Barrett.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Doncic. And it's Hachimura in the corner. SGA from outside. That shot off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And finished off by Williamson.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now, here's SGA. Still yet to score. Hachimura finds Barrett. Now, Doncic. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
SGA against Young. Morant with the screen on Hachimura. Pass to Young. Fires from deep. Again, Young missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Jackson setting the pick here for Young. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, SGA. To the inside. Barrett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Look, we know R.J. Barrett can score, but I like the improvement he's shown defensively over the course of his career. He has put in the effort.
The sophomore's making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Khalil Ware's checked in for the rookies. Now here's Jackson. Chalk up 2 there.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Okogie's checked in for the sophomores. And that one falls for Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Doncic outside. No good on the triple. Ware with it. Pass to Morant. And here's Young. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Wagner, defended by Young. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. Ware dishes to Morant. Pass to Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
The sophomore's making some changes. Tyson's checked in. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for SGA. And the rookie's also making a switch. Sexton's checked in. Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Okogie. Pass to Doncic. A 3-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Doncic has gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. Young against Doncic. Lets a floater go, and they pick up 2.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not the start he was hoping for.
And the sophomores with possession here. 3-point lead. Doncic passes to Okogie. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
And it's the rookies now. Pass to Williamson. Williamson, the screen. Outside Jackson. Young for 3. No good. Nice D from Doncic.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Okogie. Over in the corner, Doncic. And Wagner has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. And it's the rookies now, trailing by 5. Doncic against Young. Back to Williamson. Outside Jackson. Clock at 4. Young outside. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Where? Good.
If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
And here's the sophomores. And the sophomores call their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Luke's checked in for the sophomores. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Doncic. Then for the rookies, Washington's checked in for Jackson. Trey Mann comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Morant in for Trae Young. Here's Ware. Pass to Sexton. Here we go, all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
1:06 left in the first. Here's Mann. Outside, Sexton. Now, Mann. Morant outside. No good on the three. And the sophomores with possession here. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Here's SGA. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Outside, Sexton. Morant against SGA. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's SGA. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Wagner, right side. Here's Okogie. Defended by Mann. Tyson. His three-pointer's off the mark. 1 second left. That one doesn't go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Sophomores lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the sophomores.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Morant. To the wing right side. Washington with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Now here's Morant for 3. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't go for him. Morant with some nice D. Pickett passes to Sexton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
And he makes the first. And the rookie's making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Bounce pass from SGA. And it's Wagner missing.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Drills it from outside. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Alexander Walker's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Mikhailuk. Wagner a screen on Sexton. Back to SGA. Wagner outside. 5 on the clock. The sophomores need to get off a shot. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. And it's the rookies now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Out to Morant. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now, here's Washington. Nothing on the board. Here's Sexton. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Here's Okogie, defended by Sexton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Timeout.
Is on Colin Sexton.
Boy, savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
Timeout called, the sophomores. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now Morant. Pass to Washington. Williamson in the post. Defended by Alexander Walker. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
The sophomore's making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Morant. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Down low. Here's SGA. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous Alexander with a savvy move.
First one falls for him. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the sophomores. Gilgeous Alexander hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Alexander Walker. Morant with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Gilgeous Alexander against Morant. Doncic outside. The triple! Doncic!
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's Morant. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Outside, Barrett. Out to Doncic. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
Young's checked in for the rookies. Now, here's Barrett. Alexander-Walker passes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Wagner with a screen for Doncic. They grab their own miss. Gilgeous-Alexander. Williamson with the block.
That's Zion's kitchen. One cook allowed.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for John Morant. Alexander-Walker passes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Barrett. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Wagner's got the lead up to 10 now for the sophomores.
Wagner with the rebound and score. Good work near the hoop.
Bounce pass, Young. Alexander-Walker on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Pass to Ware. Now, here is Young. And a miss there on the triple.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Inside. Oh, trying for it. And it goes out of bounds. That's off Wagner.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The sophomore's making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Now here's Williamson. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Doncic against Young. There's a screen. That's tipped. Alexander-Walker with the ball. Pass to Young. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
The sophomore's making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the leagues. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
And it's Washington missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Some changes for the rookies. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Khalil Ware. And it's John Morant in for Washington. Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Williamson. Jackson setting the pick here for Williamson. 5 to shoot. Jackson misses. Here's Alexander-Walker. Guarded by Morant. Now Hachimura. Doncic outside. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Williamson.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Young. To end the run. Doncic with the block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now, here's Doncic. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by Morant. The three for Doncic. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
It's hauled in by the sophomores.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The rookies on offense. Jackson kicks to Young. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Jackson, a screen on Doncic. Back to Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Jackson's got 8 points.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the sophomores. They lead by 18. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Setting the floor for the rookies. Ja Morant, he's out there with Trae Young. And there's Jackson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Williamson in at the 4. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After the missed 3 from Trae Young.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Doncic against Young. Down low. Morant outside. Good on the triple. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Young against Doncic. Launches a 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Jackson, a screen on SGA. Morant passes to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Nice D from Barrett.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Clark with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Doncic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Mo Wagner's checked in for Clark. SGA against Young. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. SGA's gone 3 of 9 shooting. Here's Jackson. Got a piece of it.
Important that Hachimura continues to make an impact on the defensive end. Terrific block right there.
Wagner on the wing. Pass to Barrett. Launches it. And there's Wagner on the assist from Barrett. Wagner's got 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
The rookies call timeout. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Young. Back to Williamson. Jackson, a screen on Hachimura. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got his second bucket of the night.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now, here's Wagner. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Doncic. Misses from close range. Jackson dishes to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Ball's knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Okogie's checked in for the sophomores. Young against SGA. To the middle. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now, here's SGA. He's got 8. Pass to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. They can't stop the run with that one.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Young passes to Jackson.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Khalil Ware's checked in for the rookies. And so Jackson nails both of them. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Pass to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And here's Doncic from the arc.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. Now, that's how you play defense.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And it's the rookies now. They trail by 16. Pass to Jackson. Morant outside. Jackson finds Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Morant. Three-pointer. Rebound by Okogie.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Good defensive work there by Young.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The sophomores making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. And the sophomores with possession here. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They set the pick. Back to Wagner. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Young against Doncic. And here's Young. 7 points in the game. Morant left side. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ware. Now Young. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Rookies with the ball. 17-point game. The rookies call timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Williamson outside. Young finds Jackson. Morant outside. To end the drought, Doncic with the block.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
The sophomores making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Washington's checked in for the rookies. Sexton comes in for Zion Williamson. Here's Okogie. 7 points in the game. Pass to Mikhailuk. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from outside. Washington passes to Young. Washington sets the pick for Young. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. The rookie's making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Washington kicks to Sexton. It's picked off. Here's Alexander Walker. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, here's Washington. Still scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sexton for 3. It's good from long range.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Wagner outside. Here's Mikhailuk. Defended by Sexton. Alexander Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The sophomores have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the rookies. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them.
Tell you what, when you start locking it down at the line, usually good things tend to happen.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Two open that time made it look too easy. Sexton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the rookies. Out to the wing. Here's Okogie, defended by Sexton. Okogie misses.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Sophomores lead by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Mo Wagner, and it's Okogie in at the power forward. That's who's out there for the sophomores.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Free throw good, Sexton. The sophomores making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. And Sexton drops them both. Here's SGA. Pass to Tyson. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Alexander Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Back to Washington. Sexton up top, defended by Alexander Walker.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Well, he put some plaster on that one.
And finished off by Wagner.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Wagner's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Sexton dishes to Williamson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Tries to keep it alive.
Out of bounds.
Luke's checked in for the sophomores. Sophomores with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. Missed inside.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And it's a foul called on Mo Wagner. And that'll be his third foul so far. Doncic is checked in for Josh Okogie. Rookies with the ball. Inside, here's Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Here's Luke. Misses the 3. Luke's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. There's a good screen. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, offensive interference. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Great open look there. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
And that was all set up by the attack of SGA, getting deep in and spraying it out there for the triple.
Pass to Ware. Now, Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Sexton for 3. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here are the sophomores with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Williamson. Alexander Walker up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
First free throw is good.
Playing from behind, trying to catch up at this point. They've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Some changes for the rookies. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Williamson. Morant comes in for Colin Sexton. And Trae Young subbed in for Washington. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the sophomores.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And Young kicks to Jackson. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Alexander Walker. Doncic right side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. Now Young. To the inside. And stolen by Wagner. And here's the fast break. Here's SGA. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
SGA's gone 5 of 12 from the field. Now here's Morant. Down low. Here's Ware. Wagner with the block. Young against SGA. Inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Here's what the sophomores have going. Tyson's checked in. And Okogie subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rookie's also making a switch. Washington's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Washington kicks to Young. Pass to Jackson. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That's off Wagner. Some changes for the rookies. Williamson comes in for Khalil Ware. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for P.J. Washington. Now, Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. They need this. Rebound by Okogie.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And that's now 9 points for Trae Young. Alexander Walker with the ball. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
Young looking around. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the sophomores. Okogie's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Young comes over to help. Alexander Walker finds Wagner. It's stolen. Fast break. Here we go. Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
6 to shoot. Back to Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Something that Morant continues to work on. When he's hitting from deep, he is basically unguardable.
Inside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Alexander Walker. They set the screen. Here's Tyson. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3. And here's Young. Morant outside. This one for 3. Young's shot is off.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And stolen by Williamson. Young outside. And so the sophomores take this one by a big margin.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight, and we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, This is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.